Leo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early April 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Leo collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My gods, talk to me about these beautiful Leos in early April. A lot of stuff happening in the stars, my friends. So yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card just to see what's going on in the energy so we could dip our toes in it. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Leo. Please, early April, what messages do you have for my friends, guides, and spirit team? What's going on here? All right, deck is being pretty specific here. And for those of you that are new, I only read jumpers, so I do these little shuffles until one pops. And yeah, here we go. We have something concerning your energetic connections here. Now, whether this is personal connections, relationships, I always say we could form these type of bonds with lots of different people or things when this card is in the mix. And the imagery is super intriguing. Before we fully dive into it, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's have a little chat about this card. So if you saw the imagery there, you see there's like this male figure. There's a woman, it kind of looks like she's coming out of the mirror. So there's an implied distance between these two individuals. Now, I don't always say that this card only represents long distance connections or people that we may be separated from. Of course, it could represent that. To me, this is more about those people, places, things that we have that energetic exchange with, because I personally believe that when you form a bond with an individual, there is some sort of energetic feedback between the two of varying strengths and varying degrees, of course, but this card is all about that energetic feedback between two people, those energetic chords. So spirit might be telling you, hey Leo, in this time you might be feeling empathetically the people around you even more. Like if you're feeling good one day and then out of nowhere you get really grumpy, angry, sad, spirit could be saying your empathy could be causing that, or there's just something surrounding the people you're tied to here in the energy. So we're just going to put this down here. It is what it is. I don't feel like it's anything too serious or rough to watch out for, but let's get into tarot. And I always say this first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get it going. Shuffle it up one time for the lovely Leos in early April. Let's see what we got, my gods. First three cards. And while we get the deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading, my friends. There was tower-like energy all up in the mix. It was titled A Shocking Change. So for a lot of you, yeah, keep your head on a swivel even in the coming days and weeks, because I felt like things being prone to shift and change and shake up very, very suddenly. So we'll see if that energy continues. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's. But when we speak about towers and things that shift suddenly, always know that that could go either way. It could be either really positive or it could be rough. It really depends on what your story is. But let's see what we have for you this week. What's up with Leo, please? Early April messages for my friends. Thank you. Okay. So we're starting with the Ten of Swords. Now, this doesn't mean that you're all experiencing this right now, and it's not even spirit saying like, hey, this is what's coming up for you in early April. For some of you, this could just be a Ten of Swords moment or energy that you're still dealing with. And remember what I said about your energetic connections being important as well. Let's keep digging here, because there's more to go. But we are starting with that rough energy. Let's get a couple more. Okay, Temperance. So this is beautiful, protected type of energy. Ooh, yeah, I'm getting a lot of strength, strong, powerful energy here. Let's get one more. I would say Temperance next to the Ten of Swords is a good thing. That's a very soothing type of energy. It's very protective. So it's really, really nice. Okay, Ace of Cups, good. All right, so ushering someone through this change or this shift. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be a complex one, Leo. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, we have some really powerful themes. If you look here in the box, we have a little air, well, a lot of air actually. So that's the mental and the world of communication. We have the cups, which is a realm of emotion. And we do have this cycle showing up within the spread itself, because 10s represent endings, aces represent beginnings, offers, opportunities. And there's this super protective energy right here in the center. So really want to dive into this deeper. Let's just start going through and building this out. Position number 1, we have the 10 of swords. Yeah, this could be some sort of pain, right? If we're going to keep it simple. Now, this is one of the rougher energies to deal with within the whole tarot deck. And remember, this doesn't mean you're going through this. It could be someone you're connected to that's experiencing these energies, these pains. 10 of swords, obviously, it represents endings. It could represent loss, whether it's people, whether it's situations. You know how it all goes. And I always say that it's on a spectrum. Now, this card can be a little tough to deal with. It can be harsh. Okay, doesn't feel like it's the end of the world. There's a positive silver lining to this, because to me, when I see the 10 of swords, it's like, okay, well, that's done, that's complete, on to the next type of energy. Like, there's nowhere to go but up. Like, something has completed, right? Some sort of journey, something has come to a close, right? So it doesn't have to be rough, but I do always say the 10 of swords could bring with it warnings. Whether this is an energy that you're still holding on to, whether it's an energy that you're still experiencing, it could come in waves. But the one thing I will say, like, since it's next to temperance, just know that you do have the guidance of the spirit team. Okay, so whether it is ancestors, people that you were close to, or just regular guides, there's a strong spiritual connection and protection here for you. So maybe that's some reassurance some of you might need to hear. But moving to the center, we have temperance. For a portion of you, you might be connected to Sagittarius when this is here. I would say this is Archangel Michael depicted here. So the defender, the protector, it's a beautiful energy. It's fire energy as well. So we have like the fire air here in the front end. Although the energy does cool off, that's the one thing I like, because it's like, yeah, we have this 10 of swords. Temperance is here, calming it down, cooling it off. The Ace of Cups, calming it down, cooling it off. So there could be an energy of recovery here for a lot of you. Temperance is all about patience, trusting the process. This is a card of spiritual alchemy and building. So for a lot of you, you could be in a very important time where you're doing some sort of spiritual alchemy within you, even if you don't realize that you're doing it. Temperance can be frustrating for fire signs like us from time to time, because we like action. We want results. We want to see things moving. Temperance is like, no, hold on a second. Take a breath. Take a breath. So if you are experiencing 10 of swords energy, maybe someone around you, as you might need to be there to help them take a breath or just calm it down. On to the back end, here is the light at the end of the tunnel for sure. We have this Ace of Cups. Beautiful card of new beginnings, fresh starts, new chapters. So you see what I mean? We have this rough energy that we're starting with, and it transmutes into this new cycle, this new beginning, which is really nice. Now, I always say all aces, they represent opportunities. They could represent offers coming in. This one is tied to the emotions. It could also be tied to love, how one is feeling. And in my simplistic style, the clarifier could just tell us what somebody you're connected to might be feeling for sure. But I love the Ace of Cups. To me, it could be a big opportunity or an offer, or making the best of a situation as well. So this looks to be, so far it's moving in the right direction at the very least. Even if you are experiencing these rough and tough energies, it's moving in the right place. It's moving in the right direction. I want to dive deeper on all of it, Leo. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my Leos, please, guides and spirit team. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's see what that 10 of swords is about. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Leo, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, 10 of swords time. What's this about? Is that quick? Really quick. 3 of swords. All right, so it's getting better day by day. Okay, we have this 3 of swords. Now, some of you that are watching this, maybe life is fine. Maybe life is good. Maybe this is something that doesn't bother you any longer, but it's showing up here in energy for one reason or another. The thing I like about this is all around this 10 of swords, which could represent a really tough ending or a big ending that you've experienced, whether you're going through it now or whether it's something from the past. This ending energy is tough to grapple with, and it doesn't feel like it's an overnight process. But the fact that the Three of Swords is in reverse underneath the Ten of Swords tells me the energy is moving in the right direction towards the right place. I think you have a very strong understanding about this, whatever this represents to you. It's like, all right, well, I understand it, I totally get it, but I need to shake it off. Whatever this is, whether it is an ending or a loss, the Three of Swords is the energy moving in the right direction. So I do really like it. It's very healing, and then we couple it with all these other supportive energies. It's really nice. So for a lot of the Leos out there, whether this is something minor or major, just know that you have a lot of energetic support, spiritual support, whether it is from your spirit team or just the energy around you. I still want to give this message that your empathy is extra heightened in this time. Okay, so if you are around grieving people, if you are around people that are experiencing a lot of pain, it's really going to pull at your energetic strings as well. That's very important for you to know. So let's keep moving forward. I do like that this energy is moving in the right direction, but it's there. It's like we can't ignore it when we have the Ten of Swords with the Three of Swords, even though it's in reverse. Okay, so let's see what's up. Why is Temperance here? Let's get a little more detail about this healing energy. So what's going on with Temperance? Thank you. Good. All right, getting better. This too shall pass type of energy. I really like this, especially in the context of everything that we're seeing now. I want to mention this, Leo. We have 5 cards out, 3 of them are of the sword suit, and that could represent communication, but also the mindset. And I feel like at the root of all this, of course, you might be feeling emotional things, but there is something about like keeping the mind right or keeping your mind focused and steady that is extremely important. Now, the Six of Swords, it could represent progress. It could represent travel and distance, all that good stuff as well. But it's always depicting people coming out of the choppy waters into the calm. Notice you have so much energetic and spiritual support around you, for sure. I had to say it twice. Okay, so I really like this. It does speak about slow, steady improvement. But for some of you, you might need to hear this process or whatever process you're going through right now. It's not a race. Okay, don't try to put a timetable on it. Don't put a timetable on yourself. Your journey is your journey. Okay, whether it's your healing journey or your life's journey in general. Don't rush it. Don't put a timetable on it. And another thing I'm seeing here is like there's still a connection. Okay, now just take this however it hits to someone that may not be in your life anymore. Okay, we saw it here in the very beginning, and this isn't for every Leo, but we saw it here, and I'm picking it up all up in this energy that you could still be feeling the emotions or the energetic connection of somebody that you may not have in your life right now. Okay, so whether it is someone that you've lost or whether someone that you may have split from, their energy is still lingering for one reason or another. But I still feel this moving in the right place. It's moving in the right place. Hopefully this energy is helping to support you. Let's see what that Ace of Cups has to say, though. I don't want to overtalk it. Yeah, because it is moving forward slowly. Don't put a timetable on yourself. And for those of you that it hits for, it hits, right? Let's see why that Ace of Cups is here. Then we'll do our quick recap before the Shadow card. So what's going on here? For some of you, I also want to say if this isn't your energy and it might be someone around you going through difficulties, maybe Spirit's just asking you to be this temperance energy, to be understanding and supportive for somebody else. Beautiful. The Magician in the upright. So here's the culmination of the energy where it does a complete flip-flop and we have a yin-yang of energy. Because up here in the front, it's as rough can be. It's a tough ending. It's a loss of some sort. And there is slow and steady progress and healing, but the manifestation here on the back end, like someone finally getting a hold of it, someone finally getting control of it, saying, you know what, I'm going to steer my ship, I'm going to direct my ship and go where I want to go, and this will go where it needs to go. So the Magician is an extremely spiritual card. It's an extremely energetic card, so it weaves in with all the themes we've been seeing in this reading this week. Now, the Magician could represent control. So when I see it underneath the Ace of Cups, maybe Spirit's trying to tell you, Leo, well, hey, listen, you have more control than you think you do. Okay, like you have more control in the situation and the outcome than you really think you do. For a lot of you, you could be really manifesting some sort of new cycle or new beginning here, really putting a lot of energy towards it. And it looks good because if we look at how the energy flows, it's like, this is an energy that we don't like to really be in. On this back end, the Ace of Cups with this Magician, that's where we want to be. That's what we're bringing in. So I do like this progression of the energy, that we do start rough, but we end off beautifully. Okay, this could be you receiving either that new cycle, that new beginning, or some sort of win in the end. To me, it's like something paying off in the end. So all of this journey, the struggle, whatever it might be, whether it's outer or inner, it is worth it in the end. Like, there's a nice contentment. So let's go through and do a quick recap of this, Leo. Obviously, only take what hits for you. If it doesn't hit, you could check your other alignments. But if you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we do have a bit of a rough alignment here. We have the 10 of Swords with the 3 of Swords in reverse. So this could represent a big ending that somebody is still healing from. But I've been saying it since the very beginning. There's a supportive, protective energy around you or this person. And it's moving in the right direction. Even from Jump Street, it feels like it was moving in a good direction. As we get to the center, it's healing. We have the Temperance card with the 6 of Swords in the upright. So yeah, the choppy waters, calming down, moving into the calm, the beautiful spiritual support. And I did say for a lot of you, yeah, there's still energetic cords between you and someone that you may no longer be connected to in some form or fashion. On the back end, we do have the Ace of Cups with the Magician in the upright, the final result, the new beginning, the new manifestation. It feels lovely right here on the back. So just know that you will have a win in the end, or the process or what you're going through will pay off for you. That's the big thing here. Like, all this energy, it will pay off in the end. Really nice. I would claim this back end for sure. So yeah, please take a screenshot of that, Leo. Let's see what's in the shadows for you, my friends. Okay, let's shuffle it up one time. What shadow cards do we have for Leo here? My guides and spirit team. And yes, my friends, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be good as well. So let's get you one. What is in the shadows for Leo? Oh, and yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love and appreciation for all my channel members. All right, let's get it going here. What do we got for Leo? Thank you. Okay, Strength card. That's you. That's you. So for a lot of you, it might really be a time for self-focus, okay? When I see the Strength card, that is your second card. We have the Sun, the Strength, that's all Leo energy. And the fact that it is showing up here in the shadows is like really you needing to focus on you and your journey in this time, and that's okay. It's not selfish. There's nothing wrong with that, to prioritize yourself when necessary. Another thing I will say about the Strength card, to me, this is a card of inner strength, determination, character. So this could be really good for a lot of you. I mean, it's like, you can knock me down, but I'll get back up, or you can knock me down, but I won't stay down type of energy. This is a beautiful, lovely type of energy we do have here. But one thing I will say about Strength when it shows up in the shadows, just know, in the coming days and weeks, you may be tested in one form or fashion, whether it's by a person, whether it's by spirit, testing your progress in some way. When I see the Strength card, it's like, okay, just, you know, don't cave on something, or just know that you might have a test coming down the pipeline. So yeah, Leo, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the April subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you could check out my digital calendar and schedule at mastermetaphysics.com. And if you got your name in for the March subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced on April 1st. But for the April subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot in Wonderland. It's one of my favorite decks. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, if you had to switch your zodiac sign, which sign would you choose to be out of the whole 12? So if you do that, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. And I'll see you soon.